Hi there, it's Tracy with Totally Trace, and I am here with September's free card class, and I'm really excited about tonight. So typically, this class lasts about 30 minutes, and I'm kind of going through everything pretty quickly. But I feel like I have so much to show you because we have a new catalog, and so everything I'm making tonight is out of the new catalog or the online exclusives. So I'm going to be sure to share all that with you. I myself just got home from work, and so I've been seeing on my feed all sorts of different demonstrators are posting what they're making, and I can't wait tonight to see what other people are doing, because I know every time a new catalog comes out, there are the things that I love, and then I see what other people are making, and I find even more to love. So let's talk about my free card class. I do this the first Wednesday of every month, or almost every month. And I share some measurements to an easy replicable card. And my goal is that you are making a card with me. I'm going to make 4 different cards that all use the same measurements. But my goal is that you only have to make one, and you can use whatever supplies you have. And then this is also twofold. So I run a ordering special every month. And one of the things that you can earn is you can get the kit of the class I'm doing right now. So the cards that I make tonight, you can get the kit for free if you place a $40 order. And then this month, if you place an $80 order, I'm also sending you 20 sheets of 6x6 designer series paper. And I know you're going to want to place an order once you see all the supplies we have. Hi, Carrie. Okay, so it's morning for you. All right, good. I was thinking that it must be Saturdays. That's late for you, because I was worried I'm going to run a little long today, I'm thinking. All right, so here's what you're going to need to craft along with me. You need a neutral card base that is 11 by 4 1/4, and then you're going to score that at 5 1/2. You need 2 coordinating DSP. Again, scraps are great. So 1 1/2 inch by 4 inch. Then colored cardstock, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inch. And then I say neutral cardstock here, but you're actually going to want it to be the same color as your card base. So that will be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I will keep sharing these measurements all throughout it. So if you don't get it right now, that's okay. And I'm seeing some of you are starting to pop in. So hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining. All right. So I think I put these in order of how I want them to be. So this is how your card kit will come. You'll have 4 envelopes, and then they have the supplies inside. So this first one that I'm doing is actually a, I believe this is an online exclusive. I'm sorry, things are falling out of my envelope and onto the floor. Yeah, I don't think I marked this one here. So this is an online exclusive. It's called Gathered Together. And let me just show you the paper. So it's amazing paper. It's a specialty paper because it's got those gold flecks in it. So these are the 6 sheets, and then here's the B side. Which when I saw this one, I thought, ew, what am I going to do with that? And believe it or not, I think it might be my favorite. All right, so that is what I am using for my first card. So let me just pull this back out. I've got my neutral card base. I'm actually using Basic Beige. And then my 2 coordinating DSP, and they're 1 1/2 inches by 4 inches. And I am going to use those 2 sides. Just had to check the back to make sure. Then colored cardstock, I'm using Early Espresso, and this is the 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch. And then my card base color again at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. Oh, did you like that? I flipped over the cardstock, like it matters which side the glue goes on. Okay, so that is going to get laid there, and then I'm going to glue this to my card base. Just like that. And then these are going to get laid like that-ish. And in my envelope, I did have a stem, but like I said, things were falling out. That's all right, I've got an extra. So let me just grab it from my pile. So let me show you this. This is actually not part of this same suite. I broke my own rules. I'm trying to branch out, pun intended, and not always do suite to suite. And I loved this stamp set because I feel like I could use it for Christmas or fall. And I mean, come on, look at that. It has these amazing label dies. And then, so I'm using this, which is this one. It has an acorn, which there's a new earthen paper that's amazing. Let me see. Here, I've got one of those acorns too. I don't know if you can tell like the shine on that. I love the acorns in that. So this is what I'm using. And then of course the stamp set has lots of, I'm trying to get it so you don't have a glare. Lots of nice sentiments. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay this here, and then I've got a scrap for my sentiment. So let me get all this glued down. All right, and then I'm gonna glue this off to the side. Okay, just like that. Oh, and he needs to be held down for just a little bit longer. All right, so for my sentiment, I'm gonna use, how about to a very special someone? So let me get that pulled out. And I'm gonna stamp it in Cajun Craze. So Cajun Craze is not a color that I use very often, but I love it in this paper. I actually bought the Cajun Craze blending brushes. I hadn't owned them because, again, it's not a color I use very often. But with the new autumn stamp sets, it's like, oh, I need to add that to my collection. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut this down. With this paper, of course, they have the embellishments. So they have a Cajun Craze and gold dots. I do not have those yet, but they are a definite must. Oh, hi, Anne. I haven't seen you in a while. I think I want it higher up. I think Anne is here because she knows there's going to be some Christmas stuff coming up. Oh, hi, Esther. Oh, I'm out of mini dots. Good thing I've got another sheet here. All right. Oh, I don't think I took that one off. Okay, so this is the gist of our layout. So from here, of course, adding, you can jazz it up however you want. So I'll show you, like this is the linen thread. It has an old olive and an early espresso. I threw my gold in here because the class that I'm offering is gonna offer all three of these. But this, I believe, comes with this suite. Maybe it comes with the toile. I'm gonna make lots of mistakes because it's all so new. I promise you that it's all part of the new stuff. So let me just show you So these are some other cards I've made with that same paper. This is actually part of a to-go class that I have coming up. See, look at that shimmer. I just love it. And then there's one. And there. So all of that is made with that same designer series paper. And then you can see I've also used the labels. I think every single one of those cards had that label because I just love it. All right, I promised I was going to show you lots of stuff that's new. So even though this one doesn't have a card associated with it, I do want to show you the Autumn Toile. So this is another suite. And so it has the paper, and I'll show you that. This is a mega suite. I did not personally get the autumn trees, but I got the Amber Autumn stamp set and the ribbon. And so let me show you all of that. All right. This is the Autumn Toile paper. So this pack comes with, oh, let's put it right side up. This pack comes with 4 different papers. So most of them come with 6. This one's coming with 4, but you still get 12 sheets. So you're getting 3 of each sheet. And then this is the B-side, which I love this B-side. I think it's great for masculine cards. I think it's great for fall cards. And then it has this ribbon. Some of you got a sneak peek of this. Was it yesterday I was showing this? On my 2-Minute Tuesday. So there's this ribbon. And then it also has some dots. These are the streaked dots. I don't know how to describe this color. I mean, they truly are a little bit different, each one, because they have the different streaks. I wouldn't say it's early espresso. I wouldn't say it's pecan pie. It's somewhere in between, maybe. And so I can tell that you guys are loving that one because I posted that class and whoa, like instantly so many of you signed up for that class. So let me just show you that one. So that toile paper is nice. Oh, and this is one of the dies that comes in it. So I did it out of that specialty paper. And then you can see the ribbon again. And there's lots of the die cuts out of that branching out. This one's super simple, but possibly my favorite. You know, it depends on the day. And then this one. So the stamp set I used for that, I used the branching out, and then this Amber Autumn. And I don't think I have the card I made, but I showed a reel on Monday where I just used the stamps, like no designer series paper. So loving this one too. I mean, these are both great for coloring. And then there's that die cut I talked about. And then you can cut out the pumpkin and the acorns. And then it just has a few twigs. And then the stamps. All right, let's make another card. So again, free class. I gave you the measurements. Right here, I want you to make a card with me. So let me just clean some of this up. I wish you guys could see what my craft room looks like after something like this where I'm sharing so many different products because I just start throwing stuff on the floor. All right, so next card. All right, we are going to go Christmas. Okay, so I have my neutral card base is 11 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Okay, so just gonna open that way. And then I have my 2 coordinating designer series papers are gonna be that. My colored cardstock 4 by 5 1/4. I chose garden green to go along with that. And then my card base, but 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I just have some scraps for how I'm gonna embellish. So let me show you what this is. So this is a must-have, especially if you're a person that makes a ton of cards. This is Christmas Tags and More. It's a 6x6 sheet. And, oh, there's the opening. So what I'm about to show you is a half a pack because I've already used the other half. So you can see how much paper you're getting. And there's the other side of that. And then the other side of that one. It's like a soft sea foam green pattern. And then there's that one. Again, this is only a half a pack I'm showing you because I've used the other half pack. And then it has all of these, which, I mean, you see tags, right? And then the back of that. And then it comes with all these punch outs. So talk about being able to make a lot of cards quickly and easily. I think it was it the festive pack last year? It kind of reminds me of that, where I bought that and it was just never ending. I just kept making cards, kept making cards. So again, this one is called Christmas Tags and More. Okay, so let's start putting this together. So I'm going to glue my white to my green cardstock. And then we're going to glue that to the card base. Hi there, Dora. Dora, have you made your Halloween cards yet? And if so, how'd they turn out? I know you got the Spooky Sweet kit. So then these are just going to get laid just like that, like the last one. Oh, hi, Sonia. Is this your first time watching? I don't recognize the name. First time catching me live? If so, welcome. Well, I guess welcome either way. I'm glad to have you. Oh, shake, shake. All right, so I'm just gonna lay these a little crooked. All right, so then, let's see if I can figure out which stamp set I got these from. Was it this one? Yes, I think it was this. So this is Ornamental Christmas. This is the stamp set and stamp set of a suite. Oh, Carrie's saying yes, it's from A Little Bit Festive. She made 46 cards with it. I don't doubt it. And you probably still had extra. Oh yeah, she still says she has more of it. Yeah, this pack is going to be the exact same way, I think. All right, so, oh, I don't have the dies in here. All right, well, I promise this has dies that go with it. So all I did was I used this and I stamped it using Garden Green and I stamped it on, that looks like soft sea foam. And then I die cutted it out. So this is a new one and this one is an online exclusive only. And I'm gonna show you the stuff that comes with it because this one might end up being my favorite. Do I say that about everything? I probably do. But I promise when I say it at that moment, it is my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna pop this up. And we're just gonna put it off to the left, just like the last one. So cute. All right, and then I use the 'Tis the Season, and I stamped that with real red, and then I just fussy cut it out. What's the past tense of cut? And then we're just gonna put that right there. Just like that. Okay, so there's card number 2. And then, so I use the Ornamental Christmas. Let me show you what comes with that suite. I haven't even opened this paper yet. We'll look at it together. All right, so this is called the Modern Christmas Suite. Look at the gold on it. This is another specialty. Oh, polka dots. I love black and white polka dots. Oh, that's going to be a problem that those are on the same sheet. Okay, oh, that's fun. Some scribbles. This is reminding me of something. I can't think of what. Oh, but yeah, look at the golds and black. And then we've got fa la 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 la. Oh, yes. So definitely outside the box for Christmas. And then the suite comes with this thread. It's called the black and white and gold baker's twine. And so, I mean, this one really shows up the black and the golds, and then this is the white and golds. It's a little bit more subtle, although on camera it looks really gold. In person, I'm not thinking it's looking quite as gold as it does on the camera. There's more white through it. And then it also has these large gold hoops. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these yet. I've heard from other demonstrators that last year they had a kit that made ornaments and it sold out so quickly, so they were thinking of this to do with ornaments. I'm not sure that's how I'll use it, but can't wait to play with it. Like I said, the only thing I've done with this suite is these two things. That's it. So that's still coming. All right, back to this though. I do want to show you some cards that I have made that are not part of that. So again, this is just using the paper from it and the punches. Oh, Carrie's right. The one that I said with the black reminded me of something. She says it's in the Florals Bloom DSP. You're right. It's but it's in Secret Sea. Yes, that's exactly what it is, and I love that paper. All right, look how simple that one is. I mean, you could stamp that out, a bunch of those, but I think it's so elegant. And then this one. And then I've made some tags already, because remember there was that DSP that was the tags. And then all of these are just the punch outs. So this will be a class that I'm offering in October. It's actually part of my mega Christmas class that I have in person, or you can get it to go. That is October 18th, I think. Not advertised yet though, I'm still designing. I've got two projects, or two of the classes. So it's gonna be 4 classes. I have 2 of them designed already. You're gonna see 2 of them tonight. All right, so we've made these 2 so far. Let's do another. All right, so for this one, it's another specialty designer series paper. So I'm using a white card base again. And then, so that's 11 by 4 1/4. I've got my 2 coordinating designer series papers. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, how do you pick? I think I'd meant for it to be this way, but now that I'm seeing that, I love the Secret Sea with Christmas. All right, so I've got that, and then I've got my colored cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then the same color as my card base, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I'll show you how we're gonna dress this one up, if I remember. All right, let's get this glued. So anybody watching that's already placed an order, or maybe some demonstrators that already have their supplies, what did you get? What's on your wish list? I would love to hear. I feel like I already have a ton of stuff, but don't have anywhere near what I want from all the stuff that's in the catalog. I'm hoping that's a normal sentiment for many people. Okay, Okay, just like that. I think I am gonna stick with that, although I love that, but I think I would have done a green or a secret sea background. So let's stick with that. And then I'll show you everything that comes in this suite, because this suite is amazing. It's a super suite, meaning it comes with 2 bundles, so 2 stamp sets with coordinating dies. All right, so let me see the stamp sets. All right, we've got the traditional label. So this has all of your sentiments, which if you, the last Christmas class I just showed you, all the sentiments came from there. And then it also has all these labels. So if you're somebody that's in need of labels, I have found that I've used all of these a lot and these 2 a lot. And not necessarily just with traditional labels. It comes with everything, or goes with any of my sentiment stamps. All right, and then I've got Christmas greenery. I haven't broken into this one yet. In fact, I bet, yeah, I don't even have the dies here, although you can see some of them. I've already punched some dies. But these flowers are huge, and they have the die cut, and then they have this ribbon die cut. Look how cute that is. Can you see the, like it's textured? So it's not just a flat red. All right, so, oh, Linda's ordered a ton, mainly sweets. Yeah, I just ordered, oh, what's the is it festive? It's the little snowman and the little Santa. I can't wait to play with that one too. All right, also with this suite is you've got these really blingy sequins. Love the colors, and they coordinate with the colors of the paper. And then it has a pretty real red ribbon. I haven't touched that yet. What have I not shown you yet? Oh, the paper. Okay, let's look at the paper. All right, so what I love the most about this paper is a difference in the sides. So you've got this side, which is just the stunning specialty designer, the poinsettias, the flowers. Oh, look, I've got double of some in here. Okay, I look at that one. Wow. Like I haven't, again, the only card I have made with this is the one you're looking at that I've made today. I will be doing a class out of this. All right, but here is what I love about this paper is when you flip it over, for the most part, it's more of like your traditional. So I'm actually going to use this paper. Oh yeah, Marianne says beautiful paper. It's stunning. And I really thought I was only going to use this side because how could you put glue on this side and cover it? But I'm going to do 2 classes out of it. In one class, we're going to do this side. And then the other class, we're going to do this side. And they're going to be totally different looking cards. So can't wait to play with this. I really hope there's enough time in my life to play with all this stuff that I bought. All right, so let me finish this card. And then we've got one more to go. All right, so this is where we're at. And then, so for each card, I've just listen to me. I've just picked some sort of focal point and a sentiment. So that's all I did here too. So for some reason, I have 2 pulled out. So we'll see. I've got Merry and Bright, and I know I love this bow. I'm putting this bow on here somehow. See, look, right, just like that. Yeah, that's the answer. I don't need this other one. So again, this is all coming from the traditional labels. So the words are all separate, but you can put them together. So I took the Merry and the Bright, and then that is one of the punches right out of traditional labels. Okay, so let's get this put on. just gonna pop that up. And these labels are kind of funky because it's like they almost separate. Can you see my finger can go through there? So it adds just like another little dimension. At first I thought I broke the punch or the die. I was like, ooh, I did something wrong here. But they all punch out like that. Okay, Merry and Bright. And then, let's see, I think the safest thing will for me, just put a dab of blue there. Come on. I'll just put him right there. Mine is going to hang off a little bit, so this will be one that maybe doesn't go into an envelope, gets handed to somebody. Or maybe just stays in my stash because it's so pretty. Do you guys do that? You make tons of cards but don't send them? I have a bad habit of that. All right, there we go. I'm gonna hold this gently because I'm sure that glue is not dry yet. So there is card number 3. All right, so again, remember, you are supposed to be making a card with me using these measurements with whatever supplies you have. They don't have to be Christmas or fall. Pull out some of your designer series paper, and I promise, as long as it coordinates, it's gonna make a beautiful card. And then, of course, this is my, what month are we in? September card kit that's free with a $40 purchase. All right, last card. I'm using a white card base again, 11 by 4 1/4, and I've just scored it at 5 1/2. This time my paper is coming from Peace on Earth. That might not be the name. Let me look. Peaceful Garden. And then, what did I do? Oh, here. Secret Sea is my colored cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4, and then I've just got that white again. And so let me show you this paper. So you might have seen this paper already because for demonstrators only, Stampin' Up! Hosted an event in, gosh, it might have been as early as June, and they do it every year for demonstrators where they pick a Christmas or this catalog themed paper suite, and you can get it then, and they actually show you different products or projects that you can make. And so this paper, as soon as I saw it, was like, yes, please. And I have been designing a lot with this, so we'll see if I've got all my pieces here. So check out this paper. Again, I might have multiples of each one just because I've been playing with this one so much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so that's the 6. And not even a specialty one, no golds, but the paper, I think this one's my favorite, although this is a neutral I really like. And then this is the B-side. Here is, in my opinion, the best part about this. Let me find the stamp set. Peace on Earth, that's where I got that name. So this does not have to be Christmas. It could totally work to be Christmas, but it doesn't have to be. Because look at the sentiments. So big hugs for a good friend. I love it, and I love the size of it, the font, and then it also has label dies. Anytime I can get label dies, that's helpful. It has the couple doves, and then these are like little cards, envelopes that could go in the dove's mouth, and then it has the stems. So even though this, I think, was designed to be Christmas, I find that it doesn't have to be. And I'm going to show you some projects that I've made with that too. So let's get this one going though. Yeah, I'm seeing all your comments. I am seeing that you're loving the new stuff. It's like, how do you decide? How does anybody on a budget do this? I really feel like it seems like this has got to be between the online exclusives and the catalog. It seems like this has got to be the biggest product release they've ever done this time of year. Or maybe it's just their best and I want everything, so I'm feeling it more. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've said this or if you've noticed, but when I have my two pieces, I'm tending to put the neutral behind and then the other one on top. You don't have to. I mean, you can play with it, but that's just a little tip of what I tend to do. All right, so let me get these glued down. Oh, see, look, right? It could even be that. It's such pretty paper. I am going to put glue on this side, though. Nope, not that one yet. This one first. All right, there we go. Okay. So what are you thinking of this layout? Really easy, right? And all the cards look great. All right, so this is out. That's the die from it. So I'm just going to put that there. And then I chose Peace, Love, and Joy. Another tip, you'll notice most of these, I do have a long, thinner sentiment. So like to a very special someone. It doesn't have to be. It's just my aesthetic. That's what I was drawn to. And then this one, I chose a chunky one because I don't have, the focal point is that with the ribbon. All right, let's get this glued down. All right, and then I'm going to pop this up. Let's do minis. All right, and there is card number 4. Let me show you some other projects that I've done with this, if I can find it in the disaster that I have right here. Okay, oh, there they are. All right, so first one, here's a fun fold. So again, there's nothing about this that screams Christmas at all. If I could do this one differently, I think I would put like a Secret Sea circle here so that the doves pop a little bit more. And then the inside, so there's that one. And then this is a wow card. So I attend a monthly meeting with my upline, and she always demonstrates some sort of card. And so this layout she used, and she taught us this layout, and then I took it and made it my own. So mine's a little bit different, and then of course I use completely different paper and stamps and all that. But this is using that same paper. And this will also be a reel on Friday. So this is my free Friday tutorial for this month. So if you're on my email list, on Friday morning in your email box, you will have the tutorial on how to make this card. And then the reel will be available for everybody on Facebook Live. But here we go. Isn't that such a cool card? And look, there's that stamp, the big hugs for good friends. So I've made that. And then this is one of the projects that we'll be doing in the October Mega Christmas class. So it's a gift set. So it's a purse. I don't know if you can tell. And then inside are coordinating cards and envelopes. Okay, so we'll be making that too. Again, this was at a team meeting. someone made this, but on a much smaller scale. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, could I make one that's big enough to hold cards? And yes, I can. And then just to show you, so let's see. These are called, this is part of the suite, Blue Hues of Blues, something like that, flowers. And it comes in the Misty Moonlight, like a pool party, maybe cloud cover is what color that's supposed to be, Secret Sea, and then white. I have one that, oh, there we go. And then the white stars. And I think, all right, I think I've shown you everything that I want to show you. Make sure you're part of my email list so that you know everything that's going on. If you are interested in either of the fall classes that I showed you earlier, the links are in the comment section. I'm just trying to grab them real quick. So there's Gathered Together, and then there was the Autumn Twall. And I did link them so that if you're wanting both classes, you don't have to pay shipping twice. So if you click on whichever class, you'll be able to purchase the other one without having to pay for shipping again. And I think that's it. So let's see, today's Wednesday. Next week, I will not be live for 2 Minute Tuesday because it is my monthly Get Together party at my house. And then Wednesday is when I'm demonstrating the Autumn Twall class, or no, it was scheduled for Wednesday, Autumn Twall class. I have had to move it to Thursday of next week. So it'll be September 11th at 5:30 Eastern time. So join me for that. And I'm sure I'll be live on Saturday. I don't remember if this is a scheduled one or not, but I'm sure I will be there. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope I've inspired you to make one of these cards with very simple to make. And then I'm sure I've inspired you to start shopping. And just remember, I offer those September specials. You can get this card kit free, and then also 26x6 sheets of paper. So the link for my store is also in the comments. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.